You want to know something I realized about Alien Earth? It's got great ideas. It's just plagued by bad plot. Just listen to this. Does that look cool? Is that how the xenomorph should be communicated with? You're giving it fish lips. Hey, xenomorph. It's just like so. It makes sense how it's explained, but it's dumb. Honestly, it's so dumb. And I think you could communicate with the xenomorph in a way that was cool and felt right. This does not feel that way. Again, it feels too rushed, even though this is a TV show. I don't know why that is, but it's just so dumb. Well, instead of things happening, and then therefore this happens, and then because that happened, therefore this happens, so this has to happen, that isn't falling into place like how it should. Even if there are things that happen that way, they're forced. They don't feel natural in the show. And that's the main problem. That's where you get these things where the characters do dumb choices, or it just doesn't feel right, or not satisfying. It's because things are just happening because the plot requires it to happen to move the story forward, or to get to a certain point. And it's just, certain episodes it's more evident than others, but that's really the main disappointment with this show to me, is because, well, first of all, I'm a huge fan of the show, and of the franchise. And the first two movies were smart. They played this concept of the xenomorph. Funny enough, it was invented with Alien, obviously, but then Aliens continued it beautifully and added to it without being dumb. And all of its characters felt smart, grounded, and what happened to them is just, their destiny and the story. It didn't seem forced or dumb choices. It was just like, yeah, that happened and it was earned and all that. The show isn't like that for the most part. Certain episodes aren't as bad as others. Episode 5, even though it was plagued with bad character choices, and yes, there was things that happened because the plot required it to happen, it just felt better than the rest. Obviously, it's basically a remake of Alien, and the other alien creatures were a highlight as well. But yeah, of course, horrible, dumb choices made in that show, or in that episode. Episode 7, it's just more disappointment, more bad characters. The most satisfying thing about it is you finally learn what Kirsch has been up to, and not that surprisingly, he set a trap for Morrow, but I'm glad that they put that in there, because when that seed was planted, I was like, oh god, of course this is the way it's going to happen, but it's like, it's going to be so unsatisfying if this happens. Nobody's aware of it. He gets the creature back. Like, at least they put that seed in there where, like, no, we have a guy that knows, and he sets a trap or whatever. Literally, other than that, the eyeball creature, the fact that Boy Cavalier or whatever is interested in it and wants to purposely give it a human host and all that. That's like the most interesting alien creature, even more than the xenomorph, to be honest, at least how it's portrayed in the show. So literally the best two things about the episode. Everything else, the communicating with the xenomorph, when that was first introduced, I thought it'd be goofy, and honestly, I think there's a way to do that and it not be goofy. The show, it's not that. That's the problem. That's the main problem. I love a lot of the concepts, actually, and the ideas the show is putting forth, and the themes and all that. I'm aware of all of it, but the way it's being done is just not satisfying to me. That's, I think, mainly due to the writing, but also a lot of the characters, like the actual, how they're portrayed in the show, whether that's the physical actor or the choices the actor's making, just have not felt right to me. Honestly, I think that's a testament to the franchise as a whole and the world that it's in. Like, it's too good for the characters we're getting, basically, if that makes sense. But it's multiple times the xenomorph, when he gets into a group of people, it's literally the same way, like, people are flying everywhere, it's stabbing them, it's throwing them across the room. It should be like, yeah, cool, the xenomorph's badass, it kills all these people. It just seems dumb too. Like, it feels like it dispatches them way too quickly. And like as a comic book, like Spider-Man just throwing people across, the Spider-Man, Sam Raimi Spider-Man, where, you know, Spider-Man's getting thrown around, Green Goblin, which is a great battle, but that's like a comic book movie. It feels comic book like, the way it's throwing these people around and stuff, not satisfying. And it's supposed to show how formidable it is, and it's killing these guys in seconds. I just think it comes off as dumb. And then you get the ending, which is also dumb. And her brother, I don't know if I want to fully spoil it, but it kind of seems like I don't even want to spoil it. The whole episode was, no bueno. How are they going to top this? I don't know. Are they going to land the ship in a somewhat decent position? I don't think so, but we're going to find out next week.